watching on the Booby Dooby.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, you
Booby
said
Dooby.
we didn't have a lot to talk about, but did you guys not watch all of The Boys?
I haven't watched all of it, but I've watched a couple episodes. I really like it, just haven't found the time.
Start calling you Slow Hand Ramsey.
Well, here's the thing is,
Did you watch it all, Russell?
Yeah, it was nuts. I
don't you
liked it.
guys like the slow burn of enjoying it instead of just like, no, you want to just be
No,
done.
I'm gonna
You binge.
I'm gonna watch it very vigorously.
Is that like it gives me something to look forward to?
Now,
I was about to say some really.
I'm
wrong
going to say
stuff.
some.
I want to hear that.
Yes.
When we stop, I want to hear that.
Yes.
When we stop recording, will you tell us?
Yes.
Write down what you were gonna say and then tell us.
I was
later.
just gonna say when I watch a show, I pound it into submission.
I think it was gonna be a lot dirtier than that. I think you
Maybe.
just
Yeah.
made it a lot PGer.
Maybe.
Well, I'm just going to say a little short something about what I was disappointed
You
in
want me to earmuff it?
with The Boys. No. What I didn't like about The Boys, I enjoyed majority of it.
okay.
But I think what happened, this is my synopsis, is they found out there was going to be a season 2. And they decided, let's go ahead and cut this to 8 episodes when it really needs 9 or 9.5.
See, that's
to
interesting
finish
you
the
say that because
story.
we used to say Marvel needed to do the opposite and go from 13 down to 9 or 8.
You feel like they didn't have enough episodes.
So
Yeah, I feel like the story ended in a very weird place.
Yeah.
Right? You get where I'm
Yeah,
coming
it could
from?
be because if they but already all been filmed.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew. Well,
but
they
it was
knew the day
very
they released
abrupt.
it.
You
Yeah.
don't get
Well,
resolution
sometimes
on
they'll
most
order
of
a
the stories.
series of like 8 episodes, and once it comes out, they'll order 2 more episodes for that season or something
And
like
sure.
that. And they could have done something like that.
And
for
I just
this
feel,
finished.
yeah, I mean, or it doesn't even come to a conclusion. The story with Homelander and
But maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it
Yeah.
never was. I mean, maybe
Maybe.
You've got to think these companies make these series with the idea that there's going to be a second.
Oh,
season.
absolutely. And
but I felt like it's you're right before. But I felt like it's you're right before a cliffhanger is where it ended.
didn't we have a news story about that? Is they don't really start anything until they think they've got a second season ready to go as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of their new motto. Is like,
Well, I think any one of these production companies that makes these shows are going to assume what we have here is a hit, and we're
let's-
just going to keep on. I mean,
Right.
all the last Marvel films ended in cliffhangers.
yeah.
Marvel shows on Netflix.
Right. And then we don't get it.
Gansky.
So speaking of Amazon, what are you guys hearing about this new Carnival Row show? It's been promoted a
It's
lot.
supposed to come out the 26th, I think, this month.
You're gonna start watching that, or that's
I-
a no?
haven't
Yeah,
seen
because I
anything
don't have
on it.
anything else to watch right now.
See, you veg.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else to watch right now.
See, you veg too much, man. Or you just you
You
indulge.
binge.
You binge. Yeah,
You
I
binge.
like the slow
Time to
burn.
purge.
Yeah.
Things.
Have you guys watched Mindhunter?
Not yet.
No.
The original series, you haven't watched
No.
that?
Nope.
Holy crap, I just got done with the second season. That show is so good.
Is the second season about Manson?
No, he's in it. I mean,
Oh.
is it about him? No, it's not ever
What's
really
it about?
Okay, what it is about is these FBI agents. I think they start in the 70s, and we've kind of made our way to the 80s. These are real people
Right.
that
That's in
came
minds.
up with these methods, and they did it through interviewing serial killers. So the first season is a lot of them going to interview serial killers in prison and stuff, and they do a lot of that in this season too. But there's always kind of a side story going.
I mean,
as well?
Is it real? Is it fiction? Fiction, nonfiction. Real? Is it fiction? Fiction, nonfiction.
It's like Narcos.
Okay,
It is probably it is a
Dramatization. of
dramatization, yes,
Okay.
but it is reality based.
Okay.
And it's about these FBI agents who pioneer. They call it the behavioral sciences unit. Such thing as the term serial killer.
Ah.
There was no such thing as the term profiling or anything like that. They're inventing this stuff as they go on instinct, some science. They've got a scientist kind of type lady that works with them now. I don't know if all the two main characters are definitely real individuals that existed. And most of the people that they're showing on the interviews are real interviews that they did and stuff like
Okay.
that. So they kind of tie it in with they're doing these interviews, but they're also getting contacted and using some of these things that they have learned and putting them into real life cases that are going on at the time.
I got you.
You know, so they're kind of split between the two. They're coming up with this technique, but while they're coming up with this technique, as they come up with it, they use some of it out in the field. It's kind of like True Detective to me.
Okay.
It's very good. It's very good. Everyone I've asked who's watched it really liked it. So I've got to recommend this. You guys should watch it.
Okay.
I can't say that there's any actors in there that you're gonna know.
It's on my list. I just haven't got around to watching it.
Do it. Get it.
So,
Watch
yeah.
the first 3 episodes of the first season.
I'll be hooked.
I think you will. Yeah. Lucky you guys. You didn't watch the first season. Now you just get to
Nah, yeah, that's always
binge
nice.
the piss out of that
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Just-
I'm gonna jump back to what
I'm
I've
gonna let
been.
it up for air.
I started watching QB1.
What'd you think of it?
I watched the first 3 episodes of season 3. I jumped right into season 3 because it was current, you know, and
Yeah.
right into season 3 because it was current, you know, and
Yeah.
I think it's interesting the kind of pressure we put on high school boys,
Absolutely.
and this.
Well, you can tell who's lived up to it and who's fizzled out pretty quick, and you can kind of see that in the documentary.
I need to look back at season 1. I was,
Have you said season 2 you haven't watched?
no, I just jumped straight to season 3 and watched the.
Season 2 is good because it's got Jake Fromm, and he's the kid. Tate Martell, who went up. There's a big scandal with all these guys, but he's the only one that's like went to Georgia, red shirt, and he's getting the job done. Like,
Nice.
And you can tell he. This is gonna be horrible to say. The kid himself, he starts drawing football plays and reading
knows it,
defenses.
huh?
It's like this kid's a genius,
Wow.
and he's picking apart defenses for Georgia. So
Well, I don't like giving a whole bunch of press to kids
yeah.
as seniors in high school, and it's like you ain't done nothing.
How do
yet.
you live up to that hype
Yeah,
too? What if you
so-
flop? It's
So I watched some of that. I watched some of that. I
Mhm.
watched one episode of the All or None that you
Last
recommended,
Chance U.
and I was done with that. I don't like Cam Newton. He thinks he's Superman.
oh okay. That's
He's
gotcha.
not.
Yeah.
That you do recommended
Yes.
that.
Well, it's weird because and that's on Amazon, but on Netflix they have this show called Last Chance U, or it's also All or Nothing.
I got you.
So that's kind of where I get what you were talking about.
Okay. So Sophie and I are watching this series called Blown Away.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched any of that?
I've seen one or two. Yeah.
Where it's a glass blowing competition.
Yes, I've started watching that
We've
on
watched
Netflix.
like 4 or 5 episodes, and
I've started watching that
we've
on
watched
Netflix.
like 4 or 5 episodes, and we kind of dig it.
Very
It's fun.
relaxing.
Yeah,
I
very
like
relaxing.
it. Yes.
You hate some of the people,
Yeah.
you know, but so we watched some of that, and I think they're so fast, quick little episodes.
Yeah.
But our favorite show is this Sugar Rush.
You still
We
liking
watch
it?
Sugar Rush. They just dropped another done already.
Oh wow.
And so what we do,
What is Sugar Rush? Up your
it's
catch
just a
me up on
cooking
that one.
competition.
It's a cooking
Cooking
competition.
cupcakes,
Yeah.
and then they do a
For the
confection.
cookins.
and-
So
yeah.
have you and Sophie done your own yet?
No.
So it's British Bake Off, but
It's only
not.
4 teams. It's only
Mhm.
4 teams, and at the end of the day, it's one episode. They get rid of all. Only
Mhm.
4 teams, and at the end of the day, it's one episode. They get rid of all $10,000 to the winner. But
Oh,
here's
okay.
what we do. This is great because it's Bridget, me, and Soph. We each pick a team at the beginning.
Okay.
That's who we think's going to win.
You pull
The
for
first
them.
one that goes out gets the team. If they get that extra team, and we are. It's like
well, that's fun. That's a very fun
It
way
is.
to do it.
Does the winner get something?
That's a super fun way to do
Have you picked the winner? Do you get to pick where you go eat or something or anything?
nah.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
we're poor white people. You know, we don't have
that.
anything.
Good lord. We're just 3 people living in a 9-bedroom house.
As we're in his Superman cave, awesome
Yeah.
upstairs that you recommended on
Yeah,
Netflix.
what'd you think of that?
I watched one. I'm like, that's not for me.
Yeah, I
It
did.
was kind of like, no.
Well, you even said you didn't like it.
Yeah, it just was.
You just
something
said that
was
they
on.
liked it. That
Yeah.
they liked that show.
Have you watched any of Big Little Lies season 2 yet?
No.
I've watched the first episode, and
I heard it's nuts.
it's nuts.
I do
It
want to
was
watch
like,
that.
Holy crap!
I think it's a
Glenn-
really good
I've
show.
been staying
Is
away
that
from
Glenn
it.
Close?
Yeah. No, it's
No, Meryl
us.
Streep,
Meryl
man.
Streep. Sorry,
Meryl
I got
Streep,
mixed up.
kick your ass, Connor. Get close.
I didn't mean to do that. I apologize.
Man.
It's because of you being here. Meryl
hate Glenn
Streep
Close.
is nuts in it.
Is she?
She's
Yeah.
nuts.
That's
She's
fun.
playing
She is nuts.
the dad's mother.
That's
She's
fun.
playing
She is nuts.
the dad's mother.
From season 1.
Nuts.
Okay. I'll have
So,
to check
yeah.
that out. Well, everything you've mentioned, I've been watching. The one thing I've been trying to give it a try, and I just really can't get into it, and that's the Comedians in Car with Coffee. And
I've watched them all.
I think I know why. I love the show. I don't think I like Jerry.
I don't think I like Jerry
I think
either.
he's a stuck-up jerk. Now,
Yeah.
when he's got some guests on, some pull me in rather than others. So I've watched maybe 5
Yeah,
episodes.
a lot of it depends on who he has on the
Sure.
show. Sometimes it depends on what car they're in.
Right.
You know,
I'm very
but
interested in that.
the thing is that you got to get to. There's an episode, and I don't recognize the lady at all. She's like She's like
I don't either.
the big heavy set girl.
Yeah, she is a.
Did you watch that episode?
Yeah, she's a cabaret singer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you
She's
see
a
him
cabaret singer.
just lamb-blast and the controversy about?
Yeah, she said I'm good friends with
And they bleep it out.
so and so, and he goes, I don't care. I don't care for so and so. I think he's a hack. I think he's got no talent, and that's why he did the voice.
And he turns into
he
what
did
the
the
Jerry.
voice because he didn't have
Wasn't funny.
an act.
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
so he did like a voice, like a comedy voice.
No. He's making fun of this guy, this other comedian. He's just and really just kind of goes off. The comedian.
Yes,
was.
I know who.
I
know.
did too.
Who was it?
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh. Okay.
They are not friends.
Oh, and it is. And
But
so
have you looked up
Bobcat
the
said
stuff
something?
online that Bobcat has said?
No.
Oh man. So Jerry basically says Bobcat Goldthwait was a hack. He's got no talent.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not a real comedian.
He's
a
on
character.
Doug Loves Movies a lot.
He's funny. I like
He's
him.
he's also a producer on the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's bad enough that
Jerry will
if,
go on it.
Bobcat has to leave. Bobcat doesn't go to work that night
When Jerry's on.
if Jerry Seinfeld's going to be on the show.
and see, and that, but that was,
He's going to be on the show.
and see, and that, but that was telling to me that was the jerk Jerry. That
I
I'm
just
like,
think he's a jerk.
I do too. I don't care.
I don't
for
think
him.
he's
Okay,
funny.
well, get online. Let's do both sides of the story here
Yeah.
and find out what Bobcat has said about Jerry.
Fair enough.
And
Well,
I'll give you a little hint. Bobcat Goldthwait has called Jerry Seinfeld a weirdo Scientology creep that just has sex with all these young girls.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Pretends
see that.
like
I read
he's a
that in an
normal
article.
guy. Wants you to think he's a normal guy, but he's a weirdo.
Well, he's got too much money to be normal.
He's a weirdo creep
Uh-huh.
Scientology guy. Scientology guy. I couldn't find anything online saying that Jerry Seinfeld was even a Scientologist.
No.
You know, and so I just was like, I think that was him
Reaching.
striking back way over
Right,
the top.
right.
But probably they were on some comedy circuits
Didn't like
back
each
in
other.
the day and just didn't like each other. Not everyone's going to like each other.
Now I'm going to come back to something when you're done talking because
The-
I got a whole thing I want to
Sure.
talk about.
The only thing I want to say about the show that I like about it is when the end credits roll, because I like to read the special thanks
Yeah.
and then take a photo of that and then later look it up because I love New York. I think New York
Yeah.
and see where they've gone.
I
Yeah.
got you.
That's my favorite part.
Did you see?
I want one of those Lavons.
Oh,
The cut scene, they're always pouring
Pouring-
coffee into this
and they're never
Lavazza
drinking
mug.
out of that though.
No, because it's not
There.
done where they're,
They're
at.
at.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you this one question before we move off of comedians and car coffee. Of all the ones you've seen, who's the one guest you'd like to go have coffee with?
Ricky Gervais.
Really?
Ricky Gervais.
Really?
No.
That's I didn't think
No.
his episodes because he had 2 were very good at all.
Yeah, I loved him.
I think he's great, but I thought those were
I-
horrible.
I would
Easy,
say-
what's your pick then?
I mean, if you're talking about, I would look at Eddie Murphy this season or Seth Rogen.
Really?
Both of those, I really dug.
How do you both not go with Martin Short?
But that was
Amazing.
fantastic.
I love
That-
And
Martin
I didn't,
Short.
I didn't realize he's been in multiple, so I want to go back and find just the ones he's in to
Yeah.
watch.
And,
And
and I do agree.
they say when Marty's
He's
on the
in
show,
he's in a
everything's
hiking
chill.
with Kevin as well.
Is
Oh,
he?
I have to check that out.
Yeah.
He just seems like a delight no matter where he goes. I love
I think
him.
so. I think so.
I think
He's a consummate performer.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're talking about comedians, and so this is probably comedians, and so this is probably the wrong segment. It should be a documentary segment. But I was stuck in an airport, I said earlier, for hours, and I watched the Amazing Jonathan documentary.
Oh, that
yeah?
looks pretty good.
It is.
He's hilarious.
He is not funny in this. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
It is dying,
Yeah.
and he is he's like, I told my wife that I did a little speed every now and again.
Let me ask: is this the same one I'm thinking? The guy that does all like the magic tricks with comedy?
Yeah.
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 He's
Yeah.
great. I think he's hilarious.
But he has been. He told his wife that he does speed every now and again. Well, what do you mean
Oh god.
on a regular basis? And has, and so he has a heart condition now that they don't say is because of this, and he's dying. He's supposed to have been dying for 3 years now. And the documentary.
Does he have congestive heart failure?
Yeah. It's
I
some
mean,
weird,
people live with that for like 15 years.
It's some
Yeah.
weird heart thing
Yeah.
though. But the issue is that some
Yeah.
weird heart thing
Yeah.
though. But the issue is that the documentary is about the fact that this guy shows up, starts doing a documentary, and then he hires the Amazing Jonathan hires another crew to do a documentary on him, with him being the subject material. And then he finds out that he wasn't the first, that there was another. And then he finds out that he wasn't the first, that there was another guy. So there ends up being 4 documentary teams that at some point in this are doing a documentary about this guy. And he is...
Now, the Amazing Jonathan himself is hiring these documentary
Yeah.
crews?
Yes.
Where can you find this to
Oh.
watch?
That's
It was
interesting.
on Hulu.
Netflix.
Not Net. It wasn't Netflix. It was
Is
on
it on
Hulu.
the Prime?
Prime? It was on
The
Prime.
Amazon?
I'll
Yep.
check it out.
It
That
was
sounds very interesting.
quite interesting.
So he's not dead though, because I didn't
No,
know he was
he's-
sick.
He in this he goes out and starts touring again.
Yeah, he
a
was in
little bit.
Kansas City just 2 years ago. So we tried to get tickets, and they were like that
And
gone.
it's the exact same act you saw on TV though.
Is it?
That's one of the criticisms of it is
It's just wherever he goes, that's his stick.
he's doing his thing.
But that
shit.
thing when he does with the dove and just, I
Yeah,
laugh
just-
every,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and then he just kills it. I don't know. I'd like to see him. But
Yeah.
there's back to documentaries. I did watch one called Screwball on
Uh-huh.
Netflix about baseball cards.
Oh,
Terrify that. No, don't
so
watch it.
for me, a TV series is hard to because it takes such a commitment. By the way, I promised that I'd go back and watch Baskets again, and I got halfway through another
It's
episode,
terrible.
and I cannot watch
It really
I'm
is
sorry.
bad.
I am sorry. It's like
Yeah.
I
There,
can't
this is
do
the
this.
final season. I've been
Good.
seeing that. Yeah,
No,
it's terrible. So let's talk about some things that are coming up. Amazon is developing an Event Horizon TV series.
Okay.
You guys know what Event Horizon was?
Yeah,
movie?
I love that movie.
It's a
I
great.
never
horror
watched
flick.
that movie.
You
Yeah.
haven't?
No.
It's
It's
weird.
no one can hear you scream in space.
Yeah, it kind of a little bit of Alien, a little bit more horror, like
Oh, wonder why I didn't see it.
demons. But I thought that was cool. So they're gonna do a spin-off of The Big Lebowski called Jesus Rolls, and it's gonna have the starring John. I'm not even gonna try.
I know you're
Goodman?
talking about.
No, it's not John Goodman. It's
Starts
the guy.
with a T.
He's the other bowling
Yeah.
guy. Yeah,
John
Toretto?
Totoro.
Yeah.
Jonathan
Okay.
Totoro.
Yeah.
He's going to be the main lead. So
Not
do you
interesting.
think
Totoro.
Totoro?
Yeah.
Jonathan
Okay.
Totoro.
Yeah.
He's going to be the main lead. So
Not
do you
interesting.
Yeah,
think
he's
that's-
going to be Jesus.
He was
Yeah,
Jesus.
but wasn't that 19 years ago? Do you think that's too gone?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
kinda- I
It
think
does
they're
have a
reaching.
following, but
That's a
It's
niche
few-
following.
yeah, it's a very
That's
niche.
a cult classic,
Yeah.
not a. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought they were reaching for that, and also
1998 is when the big
21 years.
Lebowski.
okay.
came
And then
out.
we kind of talked about it too, but Amazon's coming out with the Carnival Row that I think is going to be interesting. So
Yeah,
What
it
is that
looks good.
about?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
honestly
know.
don't know.
Okay.
But it
It's
has
got
like fairies
Orlando
in it.
Bloom in it.
Yeah, and Cara Delevingne,
I think that's correct.
Cara, Carla.
Jesus Christ. No, I have to look it up.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I'll try to get
But it
finish
looks
the
good. I think
boys
that's the
so
one
we
I
can
think
we
that
can talk
comes
about
out.
the boys next month.
Now this is not movies, but we're sitting here shooting it right now. So I decided, sitting there, what can I download to watch that I've never watched? I've never watched that movie Minority Report, and they talk about it regularly.
Yeah.
And I watched about
No, it's-
30, 35 minutes of that and went, it's not for me either.
Good
so
Lord.
I don't, no thanks.
You missed the best parts of that. movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
It's not me. It's not me. It's not my thing.
Hmm.
Now, I'll tell you this. So, once in a while, my spirit does get down, and I get a little sad. And I got to put on a movie a movie will change my attitude and my soul.
Okay,
Ghostbusters
I understand
coming
that.
from?
I understand that.
Ghostbusters,
Blues
No.
Brothers.
No. You're never going to guess it.
Animal House,
It has Will Ferrell in it. So
Old
that say
school.
anything?
Step Brothers.
No.
Talladega
It's
Nights.
not funny. Restore Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than Fiction. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great
I
one.
watched that in my
That's a great one.
hotel in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I was sitting there and I was like, man, I always feel good after watching
Yeah.
this one. So, just movies like that's what movies do for me. That TV series don't do for me.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Series coming out that you guys are excited about? I know Netflix just dropped 13 Reasons. I'll probably watch that because I think that's the last season.
I've watched the first episode of season 2 of Yellowstone.
Oh, is it good?
It is, yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be hitting
I
that
guess I
pretty
gotta
hardcore.
watch that.
Yellowstone's a
Yeah,
good.
I
It's
just-
good.
I have
It
not-
is good.
I think
I
Costner's
have
overacting.
not gotten to watch that.
Yellowstone's a
Yeah,
good.
I
It's
just-
good.
I have
It
not-
is good.
I think
I
Costner's
have not
overacting,
gotten
but he's
that.
good in it.
What about the news of the Breaking Bad movie?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
El Camino.
Yeah,
Going to
crazy.
Netflix in November.
October.
Now, is Cranston going to be in it or no?
They have not said.
I bet
means he
he's in
is.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Which
he may
means
just
he
be
is.
doing things.
Which is
Maybe.
fine. He's in it.
But
Maybe
it's all about Pinkman. So
Yeah.
interesting.
the pink face.
Have you guys watched any of Better Call Saul?
No, I've never got into that.
I watched 3 seasons of
Mm.
that, and then I was just like, I've fallen off of it. So
There's so much out there. There's so
yeah.
much out, and you guys are looking for things.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what's crazy. Well, that's all I've got.
Sometimes
for
you're
small
looking
screen.
for things, and sometimes there's things that have come out that you didn't even.
Yeah, when I found
Didn't even
Dexter, I
realize.
was 7 seasons deep when I found Dexter.
When
That
does
was
The
nice.
Watchmen come out?
Yeah,
That's an HBO one. I don't know when that's coming out.
I haven't seen anything, and I really don't care on that one.
I just don't know. I mean, it's loosely based on Watchmen. I think they're using the name, but I think it's going to be something completely different.
Well, it's based in that universe, yeah, and there's they're featuring some characters from that.
What's Cody trying to get you to
Let's
watch? I heard you guys talking
see.
the other day about something he wanted you to watch, and you're like, yeah, I'll check that out. We
don't
established
remember.
that years ago.
Well, and that's the thing, because we do this stuff, and people know that we like to watch things, and so they suggest
Recommend
a
a
lot of
ton.
stuff, and it's just hard to find the time for everything.
You guys remember
so
when...
that show that The Witcher is coming out sometime soon too.
That does not look.
Is coming out sometime soon too.
That does not look entertaining to me.
No.
It looks good to me. I think it's going to be
Really?
good. I think you guys are crazy.
Eric, do you remember that time that Russell stole the Salvation Army bell from the McDonald's in front of Santa and all those
Thought it was
kids?
freaking hilarious, didn't he?
I tell you, what'd you get, $8 out of that thing?
Yeah, and how much money did they lose?
Or
That's true.
have
Who
the
believes
pot
that
to put
story?
the...
That's true. We could have put the pyramid over the top.
For the listeners, what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do is establish that Russell's a horrible person.
Agreed.
And so, that we're
I
there.
never stole shit from the Salvation Army.
Allegedly.
I'm not
Okay.
saying I
Just
didn't
'cause
steal
you
a
did-
candy machine from Amigos the last night they were open. Just the last night they were open.
Just because
That
you
may
didn't
have
get caught.
happened.
Uh-huh.
But that's about the worst of my larceny that's ever happened. And I just wanted a candy machine in my room. It was wicked awesome.
Interesting. You've got to pay for the candy you already
Are we talking
bought,
about
though.
you put the quarter in, you twist the dial candy
Yeah,
machine?
it had the three
Oh,
tiers.
I was thinking something cool.
Yeah, it had the three tiers.
I was thinking something cool. I was hoping where it's like you put the money in, it drops off the thing.
No, it was the three-sided ones, and I usually had candy in those.
Huh.
You know how much money I made off my friends who didn't realize the back was open? You could just grab the quarter right back out.
$2.
Idiots.
$2.
Not me. I never came to your house.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true.
So. All right.
That's all I've got. We've rambled.
News.